Saturday Night Live, the iconic comedy show that's tickled funny bones for decades, had its fair share of unforgettable moments. But what happens when one of its original stars, Jane Curtin, takes a trip down memory lane and admits she cringed at some of her own early work on the show? Prepare for a candid journey as we explore why Jane, a comedy legend, didn't hold back in saying it wasn't funny. Early life and career. Jane Curtin, born on September 6, 1947 in Cambridge, Massachusetts, is a seasoned actress who has left an indelible mark on the world of comedy. She kicked off her career in the 70s when she was cast as one of the not ready for primetime players in the premiere season of Saturday Night Live in 1975. Her comedic genius quickly became evident, making her a standout member of the original cast alongside legends like Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi, Chevy Chase, Garrett Morris, Lorraine Newman, and Gilda Radner. Jane's talent and wit weren't confined to just the small screen. She also ventured into film, making appearances in comedies like How to Beat the High Cost of Living in 1980 and Coneheads in 1993. Beyond her comedic roles, Jane Curtin showcased her acting versatility in the sitcom Kate and Allie, earning 2 Primetime Emmy Awards for her outstanding performances. Saturday Night Live, commonly known as SNL, is a legendary late-night variety show that burst onto the television scene in 1975. Created by the brilliant Lorne Michaels, the show quickly gained a devoted following and went on to become a cultural phenomenon, now spanning a remarkable 48 seasons. SNL became renowned for its satirical sketches, political parodies, and the iconic Weekend Update segment. The show provided a platform for budding comedians and actors to showcase their talents and often tackled current events with humor. In its early years, SNL was a breeding ground for some of the most influential comedians and writers in the industry, setting the stage for a new era of comedy on television. The unique combination of live performances, sharp satire, and irreverent humor made SNL an instant classic and a staple of late-night television. Additionally, according to Britannica, the show's cultural impact extended beyond the screen, influencing fashion, language, and even politics. The impersonations of political figures and the witty commentary on social issues became a defining feature of the program, turning it into a cultural touchstone for generations. As SNL continued to evolve, it remained a reflection of the ever-changing American landscape, using humor as a lens to examine the world's complexity. But within this illustrious history, one of the original not ready for primetime players, Jane Curtin, holds a perspective that adds a compelling layer to the show's legacy. As a founding cast member, Curtin contributed her wit and comedic prowess to SNL. However, her recent reappraisal of the show's early sketches reveals a critical stance that merits exploration. Picture this: Jane Curtin, one of the original SNL cast members, sitting down to re-watch the early sketches of the show with her family. You'd expect her to be bursting with laughter and nostalgia, right? Well, not quite. In a surprising turn of events, Jane Curtin recently revisited those iconic early sketches of SNL, and to her astonishment, she found herself sorely disappointed. She shared her candid thoughts with a popular magazine recently, revealing that the experience left her questioning the comedic brilliance of those formative years of the show. As the compilation video of SNL's first 5 years played on the screen, Jane Curtin had high hopes. She remembered the anticipation, that familiar, open-mouthed grin of expectation, as if waiting for something truly great to happen. But what unfolded was far from what she had anticipated. Jane recalled the moment vividly, saying, "It wasn't funny. Not one thing was funny. There was not one utterance of a laugh or a giggle." This revelation was a stark contrast to the enduring legacy of humor that SNL had built over the years. So what went wrong? Why did Jane Curtin find herself unamused by the sketches that had once defined her career and comedy as a whole? Now let's explore the intriguing reasons behind Jane Curtin's surprising take on SNL's early days. Reason 1. Dated humor. Curtin suggests that SNL's early humor might have aged like milk rather than fine wine. Comedy is often rooted in the context of its time, and what was hilarious in the 1970s might not land as well in the present day. As she aptly puts it, that's what happens with live TV and with topical TV. It gets dated after a while. Reason 2. Individual preferences. While some sketches might not have stood the test of time for Jane Curtin, others remain as funny as ever. She still finds humor in iconic moments, such as Dan Aykroyd's Bassomatic, and praises the comedic talents of hosts like Steve Martin, Buck Henry, and Richard Benjamin. Reason 3. Evolution of comedy. Comedy itself has evolved over the decades, with new styles, sensibilities, and forms emerging. What was considered groundbreaking in the 70s may not resonate with modern audiences who have been exposed to a wide range of comedic approaches. Reason 4. Personal experience. Lastly, personal experiences and changing perspectives can shape how we view the past. Jane Curtin's recent rewatch of SNL may have highlighted aspects that she didn't notice or appreciate during her time on the show. It's important to remember that comedy is subjective, and what tickles one person's funny bone might not do the same for another. Jane Curtin's candid assessment of SNL's early sketches offers a unique glimpse into the ever-evolving world of humor and entertainment. John Belushi's drug addiction caused Jane Curtin problems. Before we conclude, let's take a closer look at Jane Curtin's experiences on Saturday Night Live. In recent interviews, the experienced Jane Curtin, who is now 75 years old, has shared some of the not-so-great experiences she had while working on Saturday Night Live. While she got along well with most of her colleagues, one co-star, the late John Belushi, caused her some serious difficulties. These challenges weren't rooted in personal conflicts, but rather revolved around Belushi's ongoing battle with addiction, a struggle that ultimately led to his tragic passing at the young age of 33. Curtin candidly acknowledged that during those times, John wasn't himself. He was an addict. For Curtin, the turmoil that unfolded behind the scenes was something she aimed to steer clear of. Her primary focus was her career and her life outside the show's party-centric atmosphere. Belushi was renowned for his legendary partying capacity, but Curtin witnessed the toll it took not only on him, but on others as well. The aftermath of those wild nights left the comedians, including Belushi, in a state of profound misery. Jane Curtin's openness about the challenges posed by John Belushi's addiction provides a candid glimpse into the complexities that often remain hidden in the world of comedy. While their on-screen chemistry created iconic moments in SNL history, it also underscores the real-world struggles that can lurk behind the laughter. Now, it's time to hear from you. What are some of your favorite Jane Curtin moments on SNL? Let us know in the comments. And if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button for more intriguing insights into Hollywood's past. Your support keeps the nostalgia flowing.